Hello, welcome to my first vlog on YouTube. My boyfriend is out of town this week and I'm an anxious girl. I don't like being alone. So this is kind of my way of coping, shall we say. But yeah, I did just get some stuff from Sprouts, like just some pre-made meals, a rotisserie chicken, the essentials, some chocolate chip cookies. Today was my day off, so I've been doing a lot of errands and I'm about to go print out my notes and the Islander photos for my Love Island UK season 2 video, which I'm planning on filming tonight right after my therapy appointment. Yeah. Well, guys, the reality is brutal. I did get the entire script, all 31 pages. I know my apartment's not going to be happy about that. But I don't even care because it turns out that they only have black and white printing. So I was not able to print color. Kind of cheap of them, honestly. But, nevertheless, I persist. So I have decided to print them at Walgreens, even though I felt that that would be really embarrassing. But it's not as embarrassing as printing at my office, and it's way more affordable than buying a color printer. So we will be embarrassing ourselves just a little today. Little dogs, we have little Scout and we have little Wiley. And I'm going to take them on a walk because I thought that might make me feel better about the impending embarrassment. And then I can unpack it in therapy afterwards. So we're sandwiching it between healthy things and it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Well, friends, it would not be my life if everything went perfectly. No, no, no. But I did secure the bag. I have the photos for the Love Island video now. They are horrible looking, very pixelated, but that's partially the printer's fault, partially my fault, because I did choose low quality photos. I mean, these people are already incredibly hot. A little pixelation is not going to hurt them. They will be fine. I did have to go in a second time, though, because I didn't print them all the first time. Neither time was I willing to admit that it was for a YouTube video. I lied my ass off, said it was for Galentine's, a game. I was willing to admit to just about anything, except I'm making a YouTube video. And it went great. I randomly got some Amazon packages delivered. Yes, I know that Amazon is evil, but I am not a perfect person, and occasionally I need to buy stuff. And I got a hair scalp massage shampoo brush. I want my hair to be longer. I'm not like in love with what I'm seeing right now, but I know that my hair looks better longer, so I'm just trying to grow it out. And I also got Recess, like a sparkling water thing that's supposed to make you like calm and bright and balanced. I don't really need to be bright, but I definitely need to be balanced and calm. I need a sedative. But the blood orange flavor is the best flavor in my opinion, and we've tried a couple of them already. Now that I've pretty much finished my tasks for the day, I really need a snack. So I have some sourdough bread in the toaster right now. So I'm going to make some tomato toast. And I also just put some of these EAAs in my water. They're essential amino acids, which is apparently different from BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. What a scientist I am. And it's blue raspberry flavor, and honestly, it does taste like blue raspberry candy, so pretty pleased with it. But I recently started working out again, so I felt like I should get myself something like this. I used to work out all the time as a child. Like, I was that kid who was in all the sports, but I don't know. I moved to Denver, and it got cold as hell, and I got a big case of seasonal depression, and I stopped working out. But we are trying to start again. If I hear any sort of discourse about whether I'm cutting tomatoes correctly, I'm blocking it, okay? I'm cutting tomatoes the way the best works for this hefty drizzle of olive oil. Dairy-free cheeses are honestly usually really bad, but I do think at least the Follow Your Heart brand of Parmesan and feta is really good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is close enough that like I'm very satisfied with it, which is rare with a dairy-free cheese, as I say. So I do a little sprinkling of the dairy-free feta. I'm saying little, but I really mean hefty because I need it. Once I have the tomatoes on, it's just a little bit of salt and pepper. And again, by little, I mean hefty. Actually, I do mean hefty. Oh, hell yeah. Hello again. About 2 weeks have passed since that last clip. Basically, I got very busy with the Love Island filming. And then Bryce came back home and I wanted to spend time with him and not vlog. But he just left again. I dropped him off at the airport this morning at like 6. I'm very tired. I've had a Celsius, but I'm still very tired. So yeah, I just came home for lunch. Luckily, I can come home for lunch and my work is only like 5 minutes away. I just took my dogs for another walk. I am hoping I'll have a little time to take a tiny walk this afternoon without my dogs. No offense to them, but they are a handful and there's supposed to be a cold front coming through. It's supposed to snow soon. And I need the sun before that happens. Just got back from work, hanging out with the dogs now. I'm eating a couple clementines because I do need to do a workout now. I do not have a lot of energy, and I'm guessing that drinking another Celsius is not doctor recommended. So I'm going with the fruit sugar. I'm always like up and down with clementines because I feel like sometimes you get them and they're just a bad batch and they're horrible. But recently they have been so good, so I'm addicted to them, of course. So I'm gonna have a couple of these and then do a workout. Well, folks, it's been an hour and all I've done is sit on Instagram. Classic. I also discovered that I have food rotting in my fridge because I didn't eat it quick enough. Common L, that's just one that I'm going to have to take. But I do need to get the trash out like immediately because it's only getting colder here. And I am not walking to that trash can when it's absolutely frigid at like midnight. So we're doing that right away. And then we'll light a candle and we'll do a workout. Yay. So clearly I just finished working out. The lighting is actually doing me some good. It's really giving tomato. But I did think about filming it. I just thought, I'm not like a fitness guru. I'm following other people's tutorials. All you need to know is that this body was built by MadFit and the Fitness Marshal. Free on YouTube, okay? I'm not a gym going girly. I'm not a classes girly. I'm not a Pilates girly. I'm just a working out in my living room at home girl. Pretty opposed to paying for exercising as well. I have in the past paid for classes and stuff. I think that they're very valuable to lots of people, but I discovered during COVID that I own a yoga mat and a set of weights, and there's tutorials on YouTube for free, and I am much happier to do that. I perform just the same. I know people say they feel more motivated at the gym. I don't. I just feel like people are watching me, and I don't like that. So I work out at home. At this point, I really need to take a shower and also eat dinner. I am so hungry, but I don't actually know what I'm going to eat now because of the aforementioned throwing the food away that I let go rotten. So I actually don't know if I have any food. We'll have to find out, okay? Maybe we might have to get a little scrappy. And that's fine. I'm thinking I probably have a bag of pasta. Butter noodles it is. It's not much, but it's honest work. It's just butter risotto. No, it's not. There's cheese as well. But it's pretty much just butter risotto. Time to watch Dairy Girls. Well, good morning. I am catching my breath because I have been racing all day, running behind. But I worked out, I washed my hair, I went and got my blood drawn, and now I am back home. I'm about to eat some leftovers real quick. That delicious looking risotto, I'm sure everyone thought that was really yummy and appetizing. And I'm going to watch a little bit of Love Island South Africa while I eat. I do think I'm going to do a recap on it. And then I think I'm going to just like maybe do my makeup leisurely because there's nothing more relaxing than doing your makeup, you know? And then I have a couple packages and some stuff from estate sales that I want to show you all that I got. Some clothing that I want to try on. And we'll see if I can fit any more errands into this day. But honestly, I am just not in the mood. It is so disgustingly cold outside. I'm not meant for this weather. So I really just want to stay inside as much as I can, even though I know I'm going to have to take my dogs on a walk soon. Let's let that be the extent of it. I truly had every intention of filming like a get ready with me on TikTok and talking about something, but the truth is that I had literally nothing to say. And I'm not feeling very inspired at the moment. There's nothing that I'm researching that feels like it's should be on TikTok. A lot of the stuff that I make is supposed to be long form. And when I was making a TikTok series a week that was like 50 parts, I was like working myself to the bone. Like my life is a lot different than it was back then. I was willing to push myself in a way that like I'm just not willing to do anymore. And you can say whatever you want about that, but like I'm not going to put TikTok over my mental and physical health or just my enjoyment of life. And I was at that point pretty much. Like it was literally all I did. So now I'm trying to find some sort of middle ground because I do enjoy making content. I like filming it, I like researching it, I like editing it. It's not fun when you're pushing yourself to your absolute limit to do it. Like that's no longer fun. And I wanted it to stay fun. And it turns out I actually want to have a life outside of making content. I want to be able to hang out with friends and family and my boyfriend. And I want to be able to relax, work out, do all of the things that normal people do. And I have a job. So my options are limited in terms of making a TikTok series a week. I would literally die. I love TikTok. I love what it's given me. I loved making those TikToks at the time that I made them, but my life is no longer there. I think there is this kind of assumption that if anybody is putting out content, they must want it to be a career and they need to like stick to their brand and like never deviate. And I understand why an audience wants that and why an audience might not want to continue watching me if I'm making different content. But also, it's normal to pivot. I have literally no idea what the future holds in so many ways. And I have so very little control. But one thing I can control is the content that I make and the frequency I make it at. And I want to be able to control that. I do like getting suggestions, but just I might not take them all. And I might not put things out as frequently as we all want me to. And I might be putting stuff out on YouTube and not on TikTok. And maybe I'm going to do some different things. I'm making a vlog right now. I'm making a recap of a TV show, and maybe I will also make celebrity stuff, but I don't want to feel like that's the only box that I have to be in because it's not. Well, I just did my makeup. I have no idea if it actually looks good or not. It might not. Honestly, I was like talking about what I should do with my content moving forward, and I got confused and scared and anxious, and that's usually not where my best makeup comes from, but maybe we got somewhere. More likely we didn't, but that's okay. I just don't know what I'm doing right now. I just don't. And that's why I'm vlogging. But I'm going to spend a little time with my dogs, just cuddle them for a minute because I have a psychiatry appointment and a therapy appointment back to back. So that should be really fun for me. And I just am going to need some dog cuddle time ahead of that. Real quick before I do that though, I realized this would also be a nice little treat for me. I'm going to show y'all some of the cute things that I got. This is not going to be the haul of clothing because I'm not about to do a try on haul at this moment. No. I have been a little bit estate sale running, okay? And let me say this on estate sales. I cut myself off from the estate sales because I get very emotional when I'm looking through them, mainly because like these are people's valuables that meant so much to them. I can't tear up when I say this. And sometimes nobody has bid on them at all. And just like seeing somebody's like stuffed animals, like it is painful to me. So I had cut myself off from estate sales for that reason. However, sometimes I go looking and I just can't help myself with one or two items. If there's bids on it, like I'm perfectly fine with not having it. But like seeing something with zero bids on it and it's something like so sweet and I think culturally relevant, you're going to tell me I shouldn't bid $5 on it? Come on now. And that's how I got this Victorian Barbie, not from the Victorian period. This is a collector's item. I am kind of contemplating reselling this one just because I didn't really think through where this would go when I bought it, and I actually don't know if there is room for it in my home. This one, though, I got and will be keeping, and it's a little cupie. It's a little cupie with a little puppy. I have quite a few Sunny Angels. Yeah, I'm a Sunny Angel girl, okay? Didn't think that? Well, now you know. And Cupies are like the original Sunny Angel. That's like what they were inspired by. And so I just felt like I needed to have at least one. And this is the one that I chose. My boyfriend was kind of opposed to this one at first. He was finding it creepy, but then when he saw its stature and small size, he was okay with it. So we're all good. And it will be living here with me. I'm not giving that away. And I did bid significantly more on it than I needed to. I only ended up paying like $3, I think, for it, but I was willing to pay up to $15, okay? For this baby, yeah, this literal baby, I was willing. Some might say that's not a good choice. That's not a good financial choice. And I would say, maybe you're right, but I don't care. I am actually good at saving money. I'm just bad at spending my money on the correct things. The money that I don't save and I intend to spend, instead of buying something that could actually like serve me a purpose, like perhaps like a basic item of clothing, I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a Kewpie. I only need one pair of jeans, but I need 10 million Kewpies. And that's the truth. On that note, I have a psychiatry appointment and a therapist appointment, as previously mentioned. I signed up for therapy voluntarily. And I always try and remember that and tell myself that before I go, because I really don't like going to therapy. No offense to my therapist. She's a wonderful woman. And it is very helpful to me. So I keep going back. It is time to treat myself with the items that I ordered a while ago from Ivy City Co. I had held off on this because I wanted to try them on for the vlog online and just see how everything is, give my review. I have ordered from them once before for my sister's wedding. My maid of honor dress was from there. It was very pretty, very well made, really loved it. And I believe they're a small business, so that's always a plus. It's very like classic, feminine, maybe even vintage vibes, but it can lean kind of trad wife, I would say, based on my browsing. So, you know, you have to do a little shopping through, okay? I do think that there's a lot of like trad wives, I would say, that shop from here because they do have a lot of like modest clothing. I'm not as interested in the modesty part, but a lot of them are compatible with a regular bra, and that's good for me because I need to just be able to wear a regular bra. That's just what I want. So anyways, I'm excited to show you all these. If there's one thing I can't resist, it's pajamas. And so obviously I purchased some. These are the Bianca pajamas in white. Although to me, it's giving more silver. I don't know. Although I will say that they're not see-through, which is a plus. The feathers are really like smushed. I need to do some zhuzhing. I'm sure that's just because of the packaging of it. I mean, I wouldn't go to bed, obviously, with these feathers. Who would be doing that? Now, who would be doing that? Not me. But it is well made. It's just like not my vibe, and I'm not sure why I bought it thinking it was my vibe when I knew that it wasn't, I'm sure. Whatever, it's all a haze. When I think back to shopping, it's all a haze. It's all a blur. That's just kind of how it goes for me. Okay, next item. So these are the Tabitha trousers. You probably can't really see them, but clearly I ordered the wrong size. I feel like I can't even accurately judge them because of how wrong I ordered the size. I mean, it's a cute print. They're like a tiny bit itchy, I'm feeling. So I would say size down if you want to get these. But in theory, they're cute. I know where I was going with it, but it just didn't happen the way that I thought it would. Okay, so this is the dress that I got. They are kind of like known for their dresses, and I'm really not doing it justice because it is wrinkled right now, and it definitely shouldn't be. I should steam it if I was going to be like a proper influencer, but let's be honest, I don't give a shit. Okay. I do think that the print is really cute. It's giving garden party vibes. It's giving vintage vibes. I think it's a little bit too long, in my opinion. Just kind of a little too big in general, but nothing a little tailoring couldn't fix. Oh, okay. So I just tied the corset in the back or just pulled it, and it does fit a lot better automatically. Because it has like a tie in the back. I just didn't fully zip it up, fully corset it due to, me being me. I do think I would hem it because right now it's hitting at my knee, and I just like a shorter little dress. Sue me. I want my dress to be shorter. And if I steamed it, it would be a lot cuter. Okay, I definitely saved the best for last. I got this little jacket. I remember thinking that this was giving me like kind of American Girl doll childhood nostalgia, so obviously I had to have it. And it is very warm, I can tell you that already. But let me show you what it looks like zipped up. This is kind of a you need to see the vision haul. This is not a I'm gonna style it for you haul. But like, this is cute. It's cute, it's wintry, it's fun. I'm into it. You may not be. And on that note, I feel like I've vlogged plenty for the day, so I will pick back up tomorrow. I'm just gonna have the night to myself, if that's okay with y'all.